Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Good morning.
Morning everyone.
Welcome back to the Finca.
A wet finca.
A wet Finca. It was very exciting this morning. We had some rain. Unfortunately, not enough to water all the plants.
We woke up to dark skies and cloud over the mountains. Shannon's sporting Finca Live t-shirt.
Yes, don't forget, if you haven't already ordered your Finca Live t-shirt, click on the link below.
I'm not wearing mine because I don't want to trash them, they're too nice. Yes, so we've actually been given a warning. A special bulletin has been issued by the State Meteorological, is that what it's called, agency, for a potential gota fria scenario.
Yes.
Gota fria is a kind of unique to this area, and basically what you get is warm air full of water that meets cold air coming from the sea, and it doesn't move, it just meet and they lock and it just chucks down potentially.
Rains.
For days and days and days.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned on the previous video 2019 was a particularly bad year.
That was the last one.
Terrible floods. It's not here but in the Vega Baca region.
It rained here, but we're on top of a hill, so
we're hoping, obviously, we're going to be all right, but it'll be a test for our roof. Where
yes,
Andy
a good test for it.
Yeah,
and it'll be great for the potatoes and
yes,
carrots
potatoes and carrots only planted yesterday. They need a good drink.
Bit of help from above. Yeah. Always does the job.
Yeah.
So today we're definitely going to get this vaulted ceiling finished.
We are.
I'm going to get the beam. I'm tidying up the beams, the edges of the beams where the vault meets the beams, because we're going to have nice white lime washed vaults with a nice dark tinted beam.
Yes.
Tinted, stained, oiled, linseed oiled.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to bring our outside TV in as well, because we're forecast to rain all day today, all night, even though it is quite brighter now, and into tomorrow morning. So I doubt we'll be sat outside tonight watching it. I doubt
we will, and although it's got a proper waterproof cover on it, we don't want to take any chances.
No, it's been through some rain before, but we can't watch it out here if we're in there, so we're going to take it with us. Cool, right.
I'm on with the ceiling, get my paintbrush out.
Let's do it. And of course, even the cats prefer the rainwater. There's a little puddle there. Cats is lapping it up. Even though he's got fresh water inside and outside for that matter, they prefer the puddles, all of them. So we're all organised, moved everything around again. It gets a pain. Sharon's got from here to do that way, and I've just got this very last one, both inside and outside, to do. So that's what I'm going to do first. We're not under each other's feet there, which is good. So we'll get this finished soon. So we're off. What a difference in temperature though. A week ago yesterday it was 42 degrees Celsius, yes. And today it's struggling to hit 20 at the moment. It's supposed to go to about 24, which is lovely. Right, where's my mix? I've got it here somewhere. I've lost it. There we go. Let's do this. Oh, there's a hole. Doesn't make it easy.
I know. That's terrible. I did that. Been there, done that.
You've got it to do again when you do this.
I know.
Ah, wonderful. This makes the stretching even more painful.
Need to borrow a little bit of your stuff to hold.
There you go. Help yourself. I'm trying to fill all the holes in as I go, but you can't always see them until it's been painted, but I do my best.
You're trying, very trying.
Thank you. So I've done one row, one left to do. Sharon's coming towards the end of that one. Let me go back on again. Just got to go from here, that away, and we're done. fantastic, fabulous, it's done, and that's the result. I'm very, very pleased about it. Down I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a little bit to paint, so I think I'm going to have a look at we got the similar sort of ceiling in the passageway through there. Doesn't need half as much work as this, so I think I'm going to have a look at that next. Get all the tops done, then we can start working down the walls. Righto, so I've cleared out the bar area. We're going to do the ceiling in here next while we're doing ceilings, because it's like one and the same of the same room, same theme. So this is clearly ready. There's only a few in here and they're nowhere near as bad as the beams in there. But yes, so I think a good Henry first, give it a good clean out and we'll get on with it. Yeah, these are the beams encrusted in here. Just a little bit of the edges, and these are plastered all the way down to the bottom of the beam. So that should be fairly straightforward as well.
Right, 2 down, 3 more to go. I've run out of whitewash and we have an emergency situation in the house. We have no bread. So I need to go and get cleaned up and go and get some bread so that we can have a sandwich. But yeah, 3 more to go, so definitely be finished by the end of this video. Watch this space.
Probably not much point going too mad in here, because I'm going to be knocking stuff down from the ceiling anyway. But we'll give it a bit of a brush up. Also have to decide what we're going to do with it all as well. That's what we're going to put on here. We said we're going to put mirror tiles on the back or something. Oh, I need to take this off the wall as well. Can you see that? It's apparently what they used to hang the hams on years of old. We're going to be keeping it. Let's take it down for now, get it out of the way, sort it out, and then it can go back. Yes, this is easier said than done. I'm trying to pry it out. I can't get to the nails. It looks like it's just nailed up. Ah dear. There's bent over nails here. It's already split at the ends. There's one. Okay. Dear me. Alright, I'll carry on. I'll come back to it in a minute. There we go, it's out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nails in there and one still in the wall. The wood was already split. I didn't do that. We'll have a look at it, decide on its fate. So these walls are just absolutely full of nail holes and things, you know, on this side. So they love nails, they love to hang things up. There's an old, I don't know what that is, looks like perhaps a handmade nail that can stay. We've got old marks here from where the roof was leaking many years ago. That doesn't leak anymore for sure, that's one good thing. I just want to straighten these edges up now, like I said before, and again we can get these bolts painted and then start on the walls, decide what we're going to do with it. We need some covering I think for the top of here. What we're going to do with that I'm not sure, it's not even level at the moment, but before we do that we need to get the old ceiling done. Right, so I've got them all masked off, that was a mission, especially that end one. There's not a lot of space in there, that's going to be fun. It's sunny again outside now, but they have upgraded our warnings, I've just checked. We've got orange warnings for rain overnight from midnight-ish until sort of 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And we'll see what that brings, but for right now, we're all doing well, solar's charging, everyone's happy. Well that's, I don't know if it's as bad or worse than expected. The first one was a pain, but I've got up to here now, so there's just 2.5 more to do. These are looking alright, this one was a bit, give it a rub. The tape was coming off and everything, and I think what we'll have to do is just paint it and then maybe have to clean up the face underneath after. But yeah, so far so good. Well, I've just run out. I've got that much to do on that one, and the same on the other side. So I'm going to have to do another small mix, but this will be done today. Fantastic, we're on a roll. Right, okay, they're all done. Yeah, all of them. And they're ready for painting now. So Sharon's got plenty to do keeping up with me now, and that's nice to be ahead. Fantastic. So what are we going to do next? Not sure at this moment in time, but we'll have a think. We'll have a look around, see what screams at us. Well, we got 10 millimetres of rain, despite all the orange warnings and things. That was it, not a lot at all. And you can see the sky this morning. It's a grey colour, it's like a mist everywhere. It's actually dust in suspension, sand basically. It's already started landing on the panels. If you can see that, I could write my name on them, which is not good, which means we'll have to clean them when it passes. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. In the meantime, on with the door. So today I'm going to cut the infill panels to go in the door here to close all these gaps off. We've had a few suggestions about encasing the door in resin. Agreed, it probably would look pretty good, pretty cool, but 4 years ago exactly, we did an experiment with the resin and using wood, and made a little table and epoxy resined it using the proper stuff designed for epoxy resin in things. And this is what it looked like when I did it, and this is what it looks like now 4 years later after being outside. I'm not even going to risk that on the door. It would be absolutely ruined if it did anything like this. It started to bubble in places. It's got air gaps have formed in between it, maybe because of the wood, I don't know, but it's not happening with the door. But thanks for the suggestions. In theory it could look fantastic, but I'm going to go with the wood panels, keep it as it is, block these gaps up, and keep it oiled, keep it preserved. I've got one I made here for the bottom panel. I need to cut 10 more pieces. This needs a clean up as well. For the other ones, the width's perfect. The heights are slightly different on the bottom one at least. The joiner must have had a few too many sangrias when he measured it up. But so first thing to do is cut 10 more at this length.
I'm in my usual position, carry on with this, definitely get this finished in the next couple of days. And then we can move on to the bar area now. Andy's patched all that up for me. It's looking good. There are a few patches that perhaps need to go over, but I don't think it's going to need another coat all over the place, which is good news. Very, very close today though, my goodness. No sunshine, but very, very close. Never mind, we'll crack on.
I actually only want 8 at the full length, because this one with the lock on is going to be shorter, because I obviously want to keep that exposed and visible. So I'll measure these and go and get the last 2 cut. Alright, I just brought the big work light in. Hopefully you can see the door a bit better there. What I'm going to do, I've got all my lengths cut. I'm going to match them into pairs for each of the in-betweens of the things. That's quite some weight in them. But it should make the door more rigid. the hinges look more than able to cope with it, and compared to the weight of the original door, I think what we're adding is going to be negligible. Where to start? I've got these two. What I need to do is put them together, sort of, although Alfie's here helping, and get them the right way around, that'll help. Slot them together and cut the tongue off one side and the groove off the other side. Hopefully leave our joint somewhere in the middle. I think, I'm not sure, because I've got the offcuts that I use, the strips that I rip off the edges of these, I've got a plan for them as well, so as not to waste any wood. Rather than use it as kindling, we'd rather put it to good use. So I'm going to get those done first. So to my joy, all these are actually slightly different, ever so slightly. So that's gonna, I was hoping I could just set the saw, run them through, and just bang them all off in one go. But that's not the case. I'm going to have to do each one individually. I've got the bottom one cut already, so I may as well start at the bottom and work my way up. This one's not playing. There we go. There it goes. Excellent. Alright, so I've got them all into matched pairs. All I need to do now is take each one, measure it, run them down, take the sides off in the table saw, and we'll be able to get them fitted. Well, I'm going to paint them first before I put them on, obviously, because I won't be able to paint the backs of them. So that's the first two done, 4 more to go. I'll carry on. Right, okay, so they're all cut. I've laid them out, I've numbered them all because they're all slightly different. They've all been made purposely to fit. I've laid them all out in the workshop ready. I'm going to paint them. I'm actually going to use a creosote. It's not creosote because creosote's banned in Europe, but it's an environmentally friendly version of it, because where these big gaps are, you'll actually see the boards through and they'll be a completely different colour. So the creosote will bring it back to sort of on this face to make it the same colour, or very, very similar colour to the existing colour of the door. So that's the next step. I also forgot to say earlier that there were absolutely 0 leaks from the roof. I know we didn't have a massive amount of rain, but it's certainly a good start. Another good job well done, hopefully. Right, these are them. Let's get them painted. So here we go. I've just got to be careful not to get it on the face, which is underneath, but we should be alright. We're not that bad at painting. Let's soak it in nicely as well immediately. There we go, all done. We just need to let them dry now. I'll probably give the edges a coat of linseed oil before I fit them as well. Turn them over, check none's run through any of the knots or anything on the other side. But I can't do anything more until that's dry. Alrighty, so in the morning it's dry. Not a bad colour match, I don't think. So you only see little bits through the gaps, so that should do it. Now I need to give the other side a coat of linseed oil and the edges as well, just to protect it, because I won't be able to oil the edges once it's in, and I didn't want to do them with the the creosote stuff in case I got it on the front. So, I'll go and do that now. Just put a bit of cardboard under them so I don't get it on my nice wood underneath. Get them done. I'm only putting a thin coat on because I want it to dry quickly enough to get them in place. I can always put another coat on the back when they're fitted, if necessary. More important to get the edges. How much better do they look already? It's going to look fantastic. Right, we'll let that dry now. Shouldn't take too long before we can start getting them fitted. I'm going to go and have a look and try and work out my screws.
Well, as the song says, here we go again. I'm not going to start singing because you wouldn't like that. But nearly there, literally this one, and then it's done. Thank goodness. So, we're getting there, slowly.
Okay, so the first one's in the bottom. I'm just going to screw through from the front with these large headed screws to pull it tight. I'm going to try anyway. I'll have to open the door to do that. Get it wedged back there. Just deciding where to put them. Where's my drill gone now? My screwdriver. It was here, it's here. Oh dear. Right then, so it is. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna put the two end ones in and then work across, put a line across to get them all in a line. Go for that. I can't clamp them because my clamps won't reach. Fantastic. First one's in. Right, so carry on. I think for now, initially, I'm just going to put 2 in the sides, 2 in each side and 2 in the centre. That's 6 screws in each one. I can always add more later, but it seems to be very good. You can see the colour match there. You can't even see where it is through the gaps, which is wonderful. Right, so I'm going to carry on now and get some more in. We're halfway there. That wood will actually, in time, go the same colour as the battens that it's surrounding, because it's oiled. The wood will, it still allows the wood to age, which is fantastic, but it doesn't look bad so far, does it? Halfway. There we go. Done. Fantastic. Very happy with that. There's a couple of pin pricks in it which cannot be helped. It's and the gap at the bottom of the timber there, and a bit of a gap at the top here, but that can be sorted out later. But for now, that should make this environment here hugely better, without the wind and the dust and everything else hurtling through. The bottom needs sorting out as well, but generally a vast improvement. It'll be done in the future, we're not sure when, because we've got plenty of other things to be getting on with, but kind of mission accomplished. I'm going to actually use the offcuts that I cut off to make a bead around the outside of all these, which will make it look nice and tidy as well. As I say, I'm not going to do it just yet, but I'll keep all the bits so we've got them for the future, and yeah, happy days. So this is what it looks like from the outside. Another coat of oil probably sorted out, especially at the bottom where it's got dusty footprints where I've had my foot against it to stop it moving about. But you can't even see the wood, the infills that I've put in between the gaps. That colour's blended in absolutely perfectly. We've got those couple of studs to put in, the big fat studs where I put those screws in to pull that piece of wood back. Again, that can wait a while, it's not a pressing issue, but yeah, another good job well done. I'm on a roll today.
Yes, ceiling's
finished.
finished.
Well, finished, yeah. You
Well,
might.
yeah, we've got to do the great reveal, take off the tape and
Yeah.
everything. We're making sure it's absolutely dry. Obviously, these two are just finished,
Yes,
so they're not
and
dry.
we're going to
yet.
look at it in different lights, different times of the day, just to see for any patch of bits.
Yeah,
but
it needs touching.
generally,
Yeah.
it doesn't look bad. Fantastic.
But
Look,
it's done,
we're
thank
cooking on
goodness.
gas.
And it's so much brighter in here already.
Oh, it's
unbelievable.
amazing. We don't even need the light on now, whereas if you notice in previous videos, we always had the lights on.
Yes.
And once that wall's painted, the wall behind you is painted, and this wall over here is painted, and we've got a nice lighter floor down.
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a
It
lovely
should be
space.
a lot brighter.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
So that's us for now, I think, isn't it?
It is, yes.
We'll do a well-earned
Nice cold beer.
one. It's been a bit of a mission, this has. It took a while. Apologies for that, but these things take as long as they take.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you so much for watching.
Thank
And,
you, and we will see you on the next one.